respond quickly. That's exactly what Luis just did.
Did Carman miscalculate and let him off the hook?
I think he did. He had him in trouble. He should have finished him right there. He should have got... I don't know why he backed off there.
Goes for the left hook to the body and misses. Over the top comes Luis. The Quebecer wearing the white trunks, trimmed in red and blue, and of course, Dillon Big Country Carman in the red, trimmed in white. What a round that one was.
Exciting round. He went back and forth. Definitely Dillon took the round because his shots were much harder and telling blows. But his opponent, Sylvera, didn't have a bad round either. He did land some nice shots.
This is a 6-round fight. I've got a draw in the first round and Carman winning the second. How do you guys have it?
I'll agree with you there. I'll agree with that.
This is a very intriguing fight as we take a look at some highlights here. It's really power versus speed, and Carman is getting more of the shots in.
Now I'm surprised.
Are you also surprised that Luis is absorbing them and coming back? Because Big Country is really unloading on some of these shots.
Is he absorbing them, or is Dillon letting him off the hook?
He could have. I thought he could have finished. I thought he lost his legs there in the last round. I thought his knees went south, but
Carman, you see that little buckle in the legs,
exactly.
and you see him when he just kind of stepped backwards, and you got to wonder sometimes as a fighter in the ring, if you recognize that buckle in the legs or not.
Did you see that right hand?
Lightning fast, and Big Country wasn't expecting it.
No. This guy's got a fast right hand.
That might be a telling part right here. He's had a minute to breathe, and he was able to recompose, and all of a sudden that speed comes back, and boom, right hand to the face. Big Country doesn't see it coming, and he doesn't have time to react.
One thing we've seen about Big Country in the past, Richard, is the fact that he can take a big punch as well.
He's taken a few in this fight.
Absolutely.
He has, and it hasn't fazed him at all.
Are you surprised at where Big Country's hands are? Sometimes they're low.
Most of the time they're low.
Yeah.
That left hand is very seldom above his waist. Off the ropes comes Dillon Carman. Big Country moves it back to the middle.
Yeah, he's
obviously that left jab.
He's obviously a big Larry Holmes fan.
Yeah, very good point. Very good point.
Hopefully he has the snap in his jab like Larry Holmes.
Nice right hand.
Interesting tactic here.
Yeah,
he's just staying on the ropes, and he's letting Luis come in. I'm not sure if that's the smartest idea.
Oh, a huge left that just went over the top of the head of Sylvera Luis. If he connected with that.
A nice right hand. Nice right hand. Caught him coming in. He's cut. He's cut over the eye. He's cut over the left eye.
He sure is.
That looks like a bad cut. Sylvera's cut under the left eye there. It's a bad cut. Or over the eye. Sorry, over the eye.
Opened up a gouge over the left eye of Sylvera Luis. Carman backing away right now.
The counter again by Luis, though. He caught him on the counter. Big Country goes for a big shot, misses, and the counter comes. But now it looks like the referee's stopping this for a second to check out that cut.
That looks like a bad cut.
Here comes the doctor.
In a bad spot, right above the eye.
Yeah, it flows right into the vision of Sylvera Luis, and boy, when you're a one-eyed fighter, it's so difficult when you got a power puncher with a big right hand.
And I know exactly, it's in the exact same spot I got cut by Camacho, and they stopped the fight. The doctor
Same location.
Same location, right under that eyebrow.
His corner saying, no, he's fine, send him back out there. The doctor says he's okay to go, so here we go.
Now he's got to pick up the tempo, because you know what? He's got to know that, you know what, that cut's just going to get worse. He doesn't have much time to end this fight. He's got to pick this up, and he's got to end this.
And from Carman's standpoint, he's got to take advantage while the opportunity's there.
That's right.
Richard, that's exactly what I was going to ask you. I mean, does it become an automatic bullseye? Do you become fixated on that cut that you want to open it again?
If he's an experienced fighter, he won't. He'll work around that cut, then go back to it. Work around it, then go back to it. You know what I mean? Because the guy knows now you're going for that cut.
Yeah, the hands are instinctively going to be up and protecting that eye, so it might open up a few body shots.
That's right, so that's what you got to do. You got to take his attention away from that and then come back to it.
Fire your bullets where you can, and Dillon Carman has opened up a big gouge over the eye of Sylvester Luis here in the third round of this scheduled 6-round fight here at the Hershey Center in Mississauga.
Some great action. Great speed by Luis, great power by Big Country. Here's some highlights from this round. Again, the counters, that's what I'm seeing. Big Country throws a shot, Luis is able to evade, boom, comes back with a quick shot.
Well, Big Country's throwing a slow jab, and this guy's timing it and coming over the top with a right hand.
Speaking of timing, though, watch this. Ready? Here it comes, boom, right there.
That's what opened up the cut over the eye.
Very nice.
And you know what? You talk about it, Arden. You said the counter-punching coming from Sylvera Luis, but Dillon Carman has been landing the big blows, the ones that are really counting.
The hardest punches, right? The hardest punches are coming from Big Country. And hey, he's 5-1 with 4 knockouts. There's a reason why, right?
Absolutely. Oh, United Promotions has done it again. The third great fight of the night. Back to the center of the ring they go.
Let's see how that cut holds out. Let's see how good of a job his corner did with that cut. That's what Dillon's got to do. He's got to go back to the jab. Pop that nice, fast, snappy jab. He's got the reach on this kid. And then follow with the right hand.
We talked about this being a heavyweight battle, but Ardo, you quickly pointed out at 200 and 207 pounds, this could easily be a cruiserweight battle, but both guys have distinct styles of boxing. Carman, the heavy hitter, and
Sylvera more of a boxer.
Sylvera more of a boxer, more of a stick and move kind of guy.
I feel like Big Country's going to learn a lot from this fight. Just learn how to deal with the boxer in the ring, how to deal with a guy that's not necessarily standing in front of him.
This is definitely a good experience for him. His last couple of fights, yeah, they've been guys that were standing right in front of him, not making him work that hard. This guy is making him work. This guy's landing punches. He's taking more shots in this fight than I've seen in his last 3 fights. It's a great test for him.
Luis lands 2 quick jabs. Big Country ties him up as they move to the ropes. Big Country looking at Rocky saying, hey, let's just move this back to the middle ring where I can use my power.
Rocky's a great referee, too. I like him.
Been around forever.
He controls that ring. He controls it well.
Dillon Carman now starting to move the hands up a little bit. Not waist high as that left hand, but he took 2 quick jabs, and over the top comes Luis as he tries to connect. They move to the ropes right in front of us. Oh, a huge left just missed from Dillon Carman.
Sylvera's definitely faster, but Carman definitely more power. When Carman lands, it's boom.
All right, Carman's just looking for the home run.
Yeah, he just got caught with a left hook there.
Not too many jabs. There's a lot of power punches being thrown.
All bombs, all bombs.
All deliberate, too. All very calculated. Some of them could be telegraphed, but they're still landing.
It shows that
there's a big left.
Oh,
he connects with the right over top. Got him pinned in the corner, measuring up the right. Tries to go with the left and over top with the right. Dillon Carman backs him back into the corner.
See, you saw there, he was waiting for his opportunity, and it was almost as if he was giving Luis a second to think.
And you know what? Luis just came back and landed two nice straight shots to the head.
That does it for the 4th round, and you know what? I gotta say, guys, that's the 3rd of 4 rounds now that we've seen Dillon Carman have him lined up and let him off the hook, and you gotta wonder if that might come back to bite him.
Well, I definitely would not let that happen. If I was in his corner, I'd say, you had him, finish him off. You gotta have that killer instinct in you.
Why are they not saying that now? You gotta believe that's going through their mind. Like Luis hits with the right hand, he comes back, it's a stick and move. It's not a big power punch, but it certainly tallies the points.
And what's happening is when he lets him off the hook, Sylvera's coming back and landing a couple of nice shots.
We've definitely seen Big Country's timing improve over these rounds. It's like he's timing the counterpunch very well as Luis is being sucked in. So we've seen that a couple times in the later rounds.
You've got that 100% on the button.
Well, Luis has absorbed some big punches.
Yeah, to his credit, he's taken 3 or 4 big right hands from Big Country Dillon Carman.
And Big Country can hit.
Nice job by Carman to fight him off as he's trying to get in tight and wrap him up.
He's got to use that uppercut a little bit.
Oh! And Dillon Carman! A huge right hand from Sylvera Luis. Dillon Carman is shocked.
And it left a mark too. Look at his nose. You'll see it on screen in just a second. Big Country's got blood on his nose. Wow, what a shot came out of nowhere.
I think his nose is broken.
And we'll see now if Sylvera Luis has that killer instinct that we thought Dillon Carman needed, and Carman's just trying to tie him up and hang on in this, the 5th round. Luis hitting a couple of combinations. Carman back against the ropes, and they stop the fight. Sylvera Luis wins it in the 5th round. Oh my!
And you know what? It did come back to bite him. It did come back to bite him. He let him off the hook a couple of times. This is the fight game. Anything can happen.
Wow, talk about a big fight from Sylvera Luis. He moves to 5-2, his 2nd knockout, as he takes down Big Country Dillon Carman, who had 4 knockouts in his 5 wins coming into this fight. And that was a huge 5th round, Richard.
Wow.
What do you say?
I'm stunned. Caught me off guard. I thought Carman was in control. I didn't think this guy had the power to knock down Carman, but Carman walked right into that.
When you catch one on the button like he hit him right on the nose, look at this big right, bang, and down goes Dillon Carman. Oh, what a right hand from Sylvera Luis of Montreal, Quebec.
And he didn't hesitate. When he had Carman in trouble, he went right to work on him. He went right to work, and he was busy. He threw 100 punches there.
You're in Carman's corner. Would you have questioned Rocky's decision to stop this one?
It was questionable. It was questionable, but, you know, Rocky's looking out for the safety of the fighters.
Absolutely. Let's go to Thomas Treiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute, 26 seconds of round number 5. Our referee in charge, Rocky Zolnierczak, steps in, stops the contest. Your winner by way of technical knockout, Sylvera Sly Luis. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for Dillon Carman.
Well, Sly Luis was sly like a fox, coming after 4 rounds that had seemed that Dillon Carman led the way, and he comes through with a big knockout. Time to go to the ring. Here's Arda Ocal with the winner.
Thank you very much, Doug. Here with the winner, Sylvera Luis. It seemed like the speed was the factor in this one.
It definitely was. My corner reoriented my strategy. I was trying to be a power puncher, which I'm not. So speed was the key. It's all thanks to my camp and trainers.
I can see that cut above your eye. Was that a factor at all in this fight?
Definitely. I've never been cut. It was my first.
How did it feel?
It sucks.
So what's next for Sylvera Luis? You must feel very good after this win.
I felt great, to be honest. It's been a while. It's been 1 year. since I fought. So I had the butterflies going all the way into like the first few rounds.
And was ring rust a factor at all?
No, it's the skill set of big country was the factor.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sylvera Luis.
Wow, Sylvera Sly Luis comes through the 5th round.